It's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming, football's coming home. You would have guessed by now that surely during the Euro 2020, one of my thoughts for this week, for the week, would be around the football. Of course, I actually don't possess an England shirt, so for my allegiance to the England team, I got my Saints shirt on. I just want to share my thought with you this week. I love that song first and foremost, and I was there in Euro 96 when it was played, when England played Switzerland. We drew 1-1. We won't forget about that. But at the opening ceremony, I remember just the whole crowd. So it was amazing. And it's been a good tournament so far. The reason why I'm doing my thought this week is because next Tuesday, England will play Portugal, Germany or France. So I thought I'd better get my thought in early. Not that, of course, I'm pessimistic to say England will lose, but just to make sure. You know, as well as I do, that football is one of my real passions. I love watching all football. I would quite happily stand on the park and watch it on a Saturday afternoon. I love this year that me and Ben he's got a Panini sticker album, his first real Panini sticker album, which we're working through, and he loves telling me who's he got. He got the England shiny this week, very exciting. We've been playing football, me, Catherine, Elizabeth, Ben, in the garden, and of course, I've tried not to get too involved with VAR, because actually it's been quite good so far, even though I still hate it. It's been a good tournament, lots going on, and England are doing really well. However, I do have a confession that I need to make publicly, that I didn't consider the football fixture list when we decided to move the wedding to the 3rd of July, which England will now, if they get that far, will be playing at 8 o'clock on that day. Of course, I won't be watching it. I won't be. Bill Shankly, the famous Liverpool manager, once said, "Football isn't life and death. It's more important than that." Well, I love football, and as I think you've already picked up in this video, I really love football. And there are lots of positive things about football and footballers. We think of what Marcus Rashford has done over this year, used his profile. We think of the joy that we've seen as fans have come back into the stadium, and the hope and the joy and the fun that brings. The kind of aching that supporting a team, especially like mine, has, but actually the camaraderie between fans is really positive. But there are more important things to life than football. Even I can confess that. As Christians, we believe that our relationship with God is the most important and significant thing that we have. But we don't necessarily always find it easy to live that out. There are many challenges that we face in our life that influence us. There are many situations that come our way where maybe we just don't put God first, or maybe the decisions we make don't suggest that God is more important than other things. It's easy to say that God is the most important, but it's not always easy to do, and I think we need to be honest with ourselves about that. We need to find ways as Christians to make God the most important thing, to put us in a place where we are guided by his will for his kingdom, not our own. There are many ways that we can do this, and I'm sure you have your own, and I just want to share 4 with you this day, just to think about how maybe you can just change or tweak your daily routine, your weekly routine, or maybe even your kind of big picture focus to make God the most important thing. First of all, I'd encourage you to spend time with God. This is probably the most obvious thing I could say. But the more time you spend with him, the more time you'll know him. And the more you know him, the more you start to understand what he's like. The more you understand how deep his love is for you, and therefore how important that love must be in your life. Secondly, stop doing what you want to do and do what God wants you to do. We all have things that we do in our lives that maybe we really enjoy them, that we think they're good for us, that we put higher priority on them than others, whether that's football, whether that's other stuff in our lives. They can be big or small things. And I'm not saying we can't have fun and we can't enjoy those things, but let's not make them more important, A, than they should be, but B, more important than the God who gives us the life to live and enjoy those things. Thirdly, we need to celebrate. We need to celebrate all that God is. God's love is pretty amazing. It is incredible for us. Nothing can ever separate us from that, says the scriptures. Celebrate it. Tell people. Share your testimony. Invite them to church or share the link with the Sunday worship on YouTube at the moment. Come and celebrate what God means to you. If you're finding it hard to celebrate, maybe just write a list of all the things that you know about God that are good and begin from there. Fourthly, give. How about thinking about the ways that you spend your time or use your resources to express your love for God and where you place him in your week and where you prioritize him in your daily life? Maybe these changes will help you express the love that God has for you through the way that you live. Now, they're just 4 suggestions for you today. This isn't me asking you to do more stuff at church or give more in your weekly giving or monthly giving, but just maybe consider how you could refocus your week and the priorities that you have to make them God's priorities. In a way that will express the knowledge that you have about who God is, the love that he has for you, and the way that you can share that in our world today. Bill Shankly wasn't right. Football may be life and death for some, but God is life for all. And we give thanks for who he is, what he's done for us, and the life that he gives to us. Let's make him the most important thing this week. May God bless you each one, and come on, England.